Welcome to the tutorial for Project 3.1, Create a Simple Drawing in the AutoCAD 2020 program through Ascent's textbook, AutoCAD 2020 Essentials. The estimated time for completion for this is about 5 minutes. And since this is the first project that we'll encounter, I just kind of want to emphasize that if you look at the textbook for this, you won't find step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It won't tell you exactly word for word what you have to do. The purpose of the projects is that you can basically take what you've learned from the previous chapters, for example, chapter 1 and chapter 2, and apply it so that you can draw this weird bracket or whatever you want to look at it as without having exact instructions. So here it says in this project, you will create a simple drawing using the commands open, line, circle, rectangle, save, erase, and undo as shown in figure 3-1. The way that I will tackle this may be different than somebody else may tackle it. Like I said, it's not step for step, word for word. This is how you complete it. The purpose of a project is that you take what you learn and apply it to design what that bracket looks like. So I'll show you the way I do it. Like I said, you may do it a different way, but that's also fine, as long as it gets to the same outcome. All right, so here it does tell us we have to open sample1.dwg. So I'll go to my open files. I go to sample 1, hit open. Looks like we have a blank slate here, which is fine. I'm going to automatically save it. So I'm going to do a save as here, and I'm going to name it the way it should for my class automatically. So it should be last name, first name, and then what we're doing. So it's project, and this is 3.1. Save. All right. So looking at this, step 2 says, draw the object shown in figure 3-1. Start with the lower left corner of the figure at 0, 0. Use the exact coordinates to locate the centers of the circles and the first corner of the rectangle. Draw only the object, not the dimensions as shown are for reference only. Save and close the drawing at the end. So basically, we're going to use the line command. Well, before I even get to that, going down to my status bar here at the bottom, make sure that your polar tracking is turned on, which it already is from the last practice assignment we did. Make sure your dynamic input's turned on. And we'll turn those off just so that we don't get confused. We want to leave this one on. Object snap tracking should be on. So I'm going to go up to the line command. Click that. We're going to input 0, tab 0. Tab 0. There we go. Hit enter. So it locked it into the origin. And then we're going to start drawing the perimeter of that. So I'm going to work my way. I always go counterclockwise with all the drawings. So I'm going to go to the right and work my way around. So as long as your cursor is on that green line, all you have to do is type the measurement. So 11. Enter. I'm going to go up 8. Enter. Zoom out here a little bit. Pan over. Then I'm going to go over 11. Enter. Down 2. Enter. Over 3. Enter. Sure my cursor is going straight down. I'm going to input 4. Come back over to the left. 3. And like I said, good habit to get into is when you go to do that last line that finishes the object, you want to right click, choose close, and it finishes the drawing and removes you from the line command. Next, you could either draw the circles or you could draw the rectangle, either way. But what I'm going to do is rectangle first. So I'll do the rectangle command, top left corner. It tells us that the bottom left coordinate for that rectangle is 6, 2. So I'm going to input 6, hit tab 2, enter. So it locks me into that region. And then I'm going to input the coordinates for the X. It says that it should go 2 units to the right, comma, and then 4 units up, enter, and that makes my rectangle as shown in the textbook. Now it's time to draw the circles. Top left circle, I'll draw first. It says that we're supposed to use a diameter one for that. So I'm going to go to my circle command and hit the drop down key. Make sure I do have center diameter chosen. It says specify the first point. So I'm going to manually input 1 tab 7, or comma actually moves you over 2. I didn't know that. Something you learn every day. Hit enter. So it locks it into that coordinate point there. And then you're going to input the diameter as 1, enter, and it makes that circle. You're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Notice that whichever circle command you choose, so if I hit tan, 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 that button's going to be tan, tan, tan. If I choose center diameter, now that button up there is also center diameter. So if I chose center diameter for this, that button should already be set to center diameter. So I don't have to open the drop down key or drop down tab, just go right to that button, click it. So now I'm going to input the center point as 1, 1, or tab, and enter. Locks it into that coordinate point. I'm going to type 1 as diameter, enter, and it finishes that point. And that finishes project 3.1. And I'm going to save it first, obviously. I know the asterisk, save. Now we finish project 3.1.